Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's Mass Monday, and I thought we would do another variation on this kind of pocket, but this one's going to be a little different because it has a hinge. And because of the hinge, you're going to be able to open it and write on the back, and then close it over and tuck your things in the front. Okay? So I don't think you can have enough pockets put away for your journals personally. So, and I love mass making anything with paper. So I just started playing this morning, and I thought, you know what, we could do a hinge on this and we could write on the back, and I thought that'd be kind of fun. So that's what I did. So anyway, we're going to need some paper, your bone folder, your scissors, your glue, whatever type you have. I have all three of mine with me, depending on what I'm gluing. You may want to bring along some book pages, some sheet music, whatever you think you will want. Okay. Also, you can distress, because you're going to want your back side to have something on it, whether it be a book page, music sheets, a magazine page. I don't care what you have, unless you like stark white. It's totally up to you. I personally don't, so I have some that's coffee dyed. I have some that's double side print. This one's coffee dyed. Then some are white, and I'm just going to darken them with my distress ink with my brush. Okay, so it's all up to the designer. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with one of these papers. This was originally an 8.5 by 11. It has had, I need to do a little more trimming. I can see some white on this. It has had the sides trimmed off because my printer, of course, did not want to print correctly on its borderless. So we have the edges to deal with. Also, on your paper, you can use any thickness you want. I'm going to use some cardstock and some thinner scrapbook paper and some copy paper. This is copy. I think probably the thinner paper might actually be better. I'm not positive about that, but I'm thinking it might be. And I'm going to peek here real quick. I want to see if I want to fold it. If I want to fold it that way or this way. I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, so what you're going to do, don't fold the fold yet that's going to go like a booklet type fold, like where the pocket's going to go over to the right or to the left. Don't do this fold yet. Your vertical. You're going to want to do your horizontal first and fold it in half. Okay, all right, and then we're going to make our hinge, which can it should be around an inch. Should be a nice strong sturdy hinge for the paper. Okay, and then open that back up, and now what we want to do is we want to go along this edge, and we've done this before. I just take this up and trim this part off to that fold. Don't go past that fold, because if you do, I did this one without measuring, and as you can see, I missed like 1/8 of an inch on there, and it doesn't look good. I mean, this would have been just fine, except that's not good, at least to me. I'm like, I don't like that, you know. So I would have to figure out a way to, like, I don't know, put ribbon along here or something. That'd be kind of cute actually, but and cover that part once it's on the paper. And then on this part, you can just either tear it off or you can cut it. I'm going to tear mine because every time I've cut it, it's been crooked. So, okay, I'm going to fold that over. And now you can do your fold from the other side. I tried this a few minutes ago, and it made it, it was wrong. It went way too far over because I folded this part before I actually made all my cuts. And yeah, it wasn't good. So you're going to have to do your vertical fold last. Okay, now we're looking at it like this. It's open, and I'm going to bring this in as a sample because I even wrote what I was doing so that you guys could see it. Can you see that okay? All right, so we have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a lollipop commercial. 1, a 2, a 3. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so we're going to go on our first fold. Is going to be this side, and you're going to go about, this is going to be your deepest fold, And you're going to just go ahead and take it over about an inch from your middle fold, okay? Anybody who's my age remembers the Tootsie Roll Lollipop commercial. That's where that was coming from. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this with some glue stick real quick and just seal that down on that side. Doesn't have to be super tight. It's going to be tucked in on itself anyway. And now we're going to go ahead and flip the page over, and now you see number 2. And this one's going to go further. It's going to go about probably 2 inches or 1.5 inches. If I measured that, it's probably around 1.5 inches. Okay, make sure it's as straight as you can get it. We're going to fold that one, and then we're going to seal it down. Super easy peasy. Okay, and now we're going to flip this back over, and this is going to be our last fold. And this is this side. And you're going to do that one about 2.5 inches. Okay, make sure you're straight. And I hope I did that right. Let's see. It's a little big for me, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do that a little bit closer. And I think it really depends on what size paper you're using, where your folds are going to land. But just remember, number 1 needs to be the deepest fold, number 2 medium, number 3 the shortest fold. Okay, and so there you have your pocket, and you have your hinge. So now you can, you know, if you keep the journals and use them yourself, or you sell them or give them away, whoever has the journal, this will be a nice journaling spot. And you can close it back over on itself, and you have your 3, you got your 3 pockets. Awesome, right? I kind of liked it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this shut. I'm going to do this one first. Oops, I'm sealed shut here. Let me get this. Now what I did notice was that my art glitter glue, I don't know if it's because of the glue or if it's because of the dispenser it's in, but when I was using my Aleene's sticky glue, this one here, and it's a small hole too, but it seemed to wet my paper so much on this thinner paper that it wasn't actually good. It was kind of making, it's coming out of it now a little bit, but it warped. See how it's got that warpy look? So you may want to lay it underneath something if you're going to use a wetter glue. This glue is so thin, I think it'll work. And you're going to go across the bottom, of course, and glue this shut on that part. Make sure it's on there even. Get your dry wipe or whatever you use. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead with these. Or with, yeah, with, did I already do that one? Oh, okay, never mind. And I'm just going to open that a slightly like that and glue that part. Okay. And now you have 3 pockets and a hinge. Okay, so let's do another one. I'm gonna use a cardstock this time. Let me grab a drink. I'm getting a little thirsty. Okay. All right, now this one has writing on it like this. So I gotta be careful, and I know if you lay it upside down and then you fold it back in on itself, you've got the right, you know, the correct writing. I mean, the correct directional and all that. However, when I close this, it's going to be upside down. I don't know. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Well, actually, I guess it don't matter too much. This one was like that as well. Maybe I will do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way because it is going to be fold over. So I'm going to put mine upside down because I have pictures and I have tons of words on this one. And we'll see how it goes. If somebody out there knows, I'm sure you can tell me in the comments, you know, if I went the wrong way or why it went the wrong way. I mean, I do know how to fold it, but I get a little confused when we're doing all these different folds and stuff, so it's all right. I'm just being real. I'll just be me, and hopefully you guys will love me anyway. I hope. Okay. All right. See, that's a little high. Again, these were trimmed pages that my printer did not do borderless, so some of my edges might be a little bit uneven once in a while. I'm just going to run this right up the side as tight as we can to that fold and no further. Okay. All right. Oh, good. Okay. There's my hinge. Okay, now we're going to fold it over. And this part, you know, when you're folding this thicker paper, it wants to go off, but I'm just going to hold it as tight as I can and kind of force it to do what I want. Okay. All right, I'm going to open it. I'm going to do fold 1. Okay. Now I did notice on the paper that had not been cut down so far that I did not have as low a like my pocket wasn't as close to this line. I think because this paper is smaller, that's why that's happening. Just in case you guys, you know, are using the larger paper and noticing that you can go over further and still have more of a side on your pocket here. I think that's why for my paper I'm using this stuff that's been cut down. And again, we're going to flip it over. We're going to fold this one down, but we're only going to go over about, on this one, about 1.5 inches, keeping it straight. Glue that down. Okay. And then we're going to flip it back over, and we're going to do this one. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope you like these, that you can use them in your journals. I know I can. I like this one, see? And because I went ahead and let that one side be upside down, you can't really, it's not standing out so much. This front panel needed to be, you know, the one that I worked on. And then on the back, it's upright. See? So that's cool. That worked. I did it right. Woohoo! I usually don't. I'm just being honest. It's true. I don't. Do you guys always get that right? I rarely get that right. So I'm really excited that I did in front of y'all. Okay, so this one, I'm probably not even going to worry about sealing this. It's such a small amount. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this part down. Okay, so we're going to run our glue along the bottom there. And when you pull this over, if your page is trying to move, make sure you pull it up if you need to even it out. At least I'm noticing with my paper when I bring it over, it's wanting to like go over the page more than it should, the second half there, or the bottom half. So, okay. Now we're going to just, oops, that did not seal. I pulled on it too soon. Oh no, it's the second half. Never mind. Never mind. Going to go ahead and put some right on this edge. And there we go. Now we have our hinge and our 3 pockets. Okay. I am going to grab, let me see here. I'm going to do this piece. Okay, now this I did trim when I did that other one, I did a little bit of a trim on the side so that it wouldn't be quite, for the 12 by 12, so it wouldn't be quite so wide, because I want it to be narrow enough to fit on my pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off about 2 inches, okay, approximately 2.5, I guess, probably. Okay, set that aside for the scrap heap. And I mentioned before, I try to cut into the fold so that it doesn't move as much, instead of cutting at the open end, you know, where it can kind of, you know, finagle itself around. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do our hinge. Now let me make sure. Now how did I do that one? I got to make sure I do it right. Okay, I want this to be, there we go. That's going to be my upside, so I'm going to do this side as my hinge. About 1 inch in. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think everybody has probably got it down now. I don't know how I folded that so unevenly. I can see this like jutting up over the side, but there we go. All right, now we're gonna fold this. Again, I'm gonna hold this super tight and try to force my paper to stay where I want it. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Paper does tend to want to buckle in on itself and move around when you fold it. I'm getting a little bit of a buckle there, but it'll be okay. It's going to be part of it that's folded in anyway, so we're all right. Okay, now we're going to do fold number 1. I'm going to bring that about 1 inch. Now see what I was talking about? Because of the height of this, okay, you've got a lot more closure on your pocket with the bigger piece of paper. That's what I was mentioning before about this part not being very big. Okay, it's dependent on the size of the paper you use. Now this was, like I said, a 12 by 12, so it's got that height, so we can kind of. Now we're going to go over about 1.5 inches. Okay, and then this one. Let me go ahead and glue this down. And if you want, you don't have to follow the pattern of flipping it around. You could just do 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, I did it that way so that I could make sure you knew the sequence of the gap that you're going to be putting between, because this is your smallest. Okay, so all right. But once you get it down, you know, you don't have to do it like that. Now this was coffee dyed. The paper doesn't look very dark, but when you look up close, you can kind of see it. It's a little whiter than I would like, but it works. Now at this point, we could open it up and like put book page here if you wanted to. You can pretty much, you know, do anything that you want with this. Let's try that. I'm going to go ahead and grab, I think I have some over here. Yep, I do. I'm going to do a music sheet here. One of these vintage sheets like that. Okay. Oops. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in so I can kind of get rid of that edge. It's not tearing as easy as I thought it would. Okay, then let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue here. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I don't need to have it that far down because the paper, you know, doesn't need to go to the very bottom. But since I did it, I'm gonna leave it. And then I'm going to, there we go, sit this here along this edge. Just to where it's just past that fold line so that it can still fold easy. Okay. All right. Now, this one I can trim off without cutting off my hinge, of course. I'm kind of taking the scissors down inside that a little bit. All right, so I have music notes there, and I'm going to put some on this part right here as well. Okay. Let's see if that'll fit. I think it will. Yay! I went off a little bit, but there we go. Okay. All right. There's that. Oh, it's a little bit off. Oh, shoot. Okay. You know what I can do? Yay! It's coming off. I'll just grab this other piece and fix that. I'm just re-wetting this glue here. Okay. Now I'll put it in there. There we go. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this piece up the edge and fold it over like the other pieces. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll trim off that top. I just wanted you guys to see that, you know, you can put this in here, and it strengthened it too. So, and it looks nice. Look at that. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. Okay. Oh, you know what I just did? I think I just cut it. Oh no, I didn't. Yay, I didn't. I thought I cut my hinge. I'm like, that's the whole point. That's the fun part, the hinge. I liked it because, you know, because then a person, whoever has it, they can have a place to write on the back. I'm always looking to put more and more journaling spots in my journals because I cover a lot of their pages, but I try to leave a lot of empty pages as well. And if I can make ephemera that has journaling space, that's even better. At least for me. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to stop instructing, and I'm just going to start making. Well, you know what I mean. This needs a little bit more of a trim. Okay, so I am recording this early. I'm trying to get my videos ahead of the game so that I'm always releasing them. What I do is I release them at midnight every night. So I've been trying to stay ahead of myself and get a bunch in the bank for you guys, and that way anybody who, you know, wants to hang out with me when they, you know, can't, when they get up or whatever, because I've had some of you tell me that you've been doing that, which is like, thank you. I mean, wow, I'm serious. That's a blessing to hear. And because that's what I do. I get up and hang out with Tina and Pam and Gail, and you know, and I love them. They've become my friends to me, and as far as I'm concerned, I just love those girls. And so yeah, I was trying to get them released on time for you guys to have them available. And so I am recording this one early. I'm going to try to start doing it on Sunday because it's Mass Monday, of course, so that it'll be, you know, kind of like Tina has done with everyone, how she has that be her format where where you're like talking, where she's like talking to you from current events all the time, you know, because that's fun. I like the way she did that, and it always blessed me to kind of have that little chit chat time, and you know, I kind of wanted to do that myself. So I'm not trying to be a copycat, but you know, I told you guys in my bio, I'm not here to fix the wheel. I'm here to enjoy your company and you to enjoy mine. And if somebody did something I like, I think I'm gonna adapt it into my program. You know, it's just, I like the way that that is done. So on my mask makes, I will try to do them on Sundays. Now the reason I'm doing this early, it's Friday, like I may have said, I'm not sure. Oh, I like that one. Do you guys like that one? I do like that one. That one looks good. So yeah, I'm trying to do them on Sunday, but because it's my birthday weekend, I decided to go ahead and get this done a little bit earlier this time, simply because I want to make sure and have it done. I don't really know how exhausted I'm going to be from my weekend. I don't think I'm going to get too tired, but you know, what's the plan? The plan, it's boring. I mean, it's nothing fun. One of you suggested the sweetest thing, and it would have been awesome if I didn't live in the Valley of the Sun where the heat is blinding. And you know, I'm going to put some of this book page down again on this one. They suggested that I do a picnic, which would have been awesome. However, like I said, it's hot here. It's really, really hot here. So picnics in the summer, not so much. Not in Phoenix. So yeah. So, but what we did decide to do, because we're early birds, we like to. I mean, I rise. I've told you guys I rise super early anyway. I cannot get this to fold right. And so even on the weekends, I rise early. So we always do like day dates when we do stuff. There's nothing really showing in the movies that we want to see. And my husband, you know, he's just like, whatever, it's your birthday, babe, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. So, you know, he's good that way. And so I said, all right, we're going to go at 9 o'clock. We're going to go to Hobby Lobby. And then after that, we're going to head over, and I can spend a good hour and a half, 2 hours in there. I'm sure you can too. And so after that, we're going to go over to, what do you call it? Have our lunch. Or brunch, depending on how long I make the poor man stay at Hobby Lobby. And then we're going to have, we're going to go after lunch to this bead and like jewelry, you know, making shop. I've never been there. It's called Mitch's, oops, dang it. It's called Mitch's Beads. And so I'm really looking forward to that, because I haven't been to a bead shop in a million years. Okay, it feels like it's not been a million, but you know what I'm saying. And so yeah, I'm getting excited. I can't wait. And so what I just, oh, that's why I was going to tell you. See, I get distracted and I forget why I'm telling you something. The reason I'm saying that is because I was thinking that on Tuesday I will post a video of my haul. I've never done a haul posting of what I got, you know. So I thought, well, that might be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead, and I know I mentioned in the video the other day that I never can wait when I get home, you know, from the store to open all my stuff. And so I'm like, how am I going to do a haul for everybody if I've already opened all my things? So I thought, you know what? I'll film it on Saturday when we get home. And that will be Tuesdays, which is normally like a craft with me day. That will be our video, and we'll look at what I got for my birthday. Okay? So I don't ever have anyone to show what I get for my birthday, so I thought that might be kind of cool. I hope you guys think so too. So, it's my plan. That's my plan. And where are we going to eat? I have no idea yet. I still am looking at places and just not sure, you know. I've had that diet going on, and I'm kind of like, it's going to be a little bit of a cheat day. I told him we can go, you know, anywhere normal. I've been super, super good and strict on myself for the last, what, 3.5 weeks? It'll be 4 weeks on Monday that I started it. Wow. Already. And so yeah, I told him we'll just go wherever we decide to go. And I'm thinking steak. Steak sounds good. I haven't had one. Oops, I'm sorry. I bumped the camera. So yeah, what do you guys think? Steak? I think it sounds good. I'm gonna use my bone folder here real quick. It actually, I find, works as a good spreader because I don't have mine right in front of me here. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim off, like I said, about this much. Okay. I really like this paper. This is a Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, if anybody's curious. And get this side trimmed. And while I'm trimming, it's drying, which is good. And in the case, like with this, I don't usually use a glue stick to lay down a paper that way, but because we're doing so much folding with this, I think it's going to be fine. My edges are a little bit up, so I'm probably going to have to run along here like this just to make sure everything's down. Let's see. So yeah, I've made a list. I've checked it twice, and I know that I've been nice, so I'm really excited about getting my stuff. I'm thinking about getting things that I don't normally buy. Like there's a few things I'm getting I need to stock back up on. I need to restock a couple of my inks, and I'll probably, you know, look at the trims and the edgings and stuff, because that's what's on sale. That's one of the things on sale this week at Hobby Lobby. And I always get what's on sale. Like I told you, I never shop there. I always get what's on sale. So I'm thinking though that I might go ahead and get, look in here, sorry, I want to see which side looks like it's more up. I'm going to do this side. Yeah, so I've been watching the ads, and I think I'm going to buy a few things that we can play with. And some things I haven't really done before. I'm looking at some clays, and you know, I have a friend on Facebook who does amazing things with clay, and I told her I really want to learn how to do those. And so she was kind of like, yeah, you know, I think you should. And I don't know, I think I'm going to. I'm going to get something, maybe some molds, you know, and some clays. This is a possibility. It's on my list. I'm not committing to anything. When I show you guys next Tuesday, you'll see what I got. But I'm not committing because I have like this whole list, and you never know with me. I get there, and do you do that? Do you go to the store and have a list and then go, oh, but they have this, and but I want that, and then you end up putting back some of the things that were on your list? If you're not like that, that's awesome that you can be so disciplined. I am not that disciplined, I'll be honest. Now, I am with my grocery list for the most part, but when it comes to my crafting list, if anybody had the idea that I was, I hate to let you down, but you guys can pray for me, okay? Because, yeah, I'm that girl that's up to the register and still deciding what's in the cart. My husband's like, are you actually going to get it? Or are you not going to get it? He's so used to me putting things back now. He's like a real stickler to put things where they go, and I'm horrible. I'm one of those people that hands it to the girl at the front, you know, I decided I don't want this. And he'll grab everything that I put back, and while I'm checking out and paying, he will go back and put everything in its place. He's very, very, very sweet that way. Okay, so this is folding up on me a little bit. I don't want the pocket to be folding in on itself, so we're going to make sure it's not. Okay, now open, and we're going to fold. Let's see if I can remember my own instructions. Yeah. So there was a couple of you who mentioned to me that you have birthdays coming up, which is really cool. Happy birthday to all the August babies out there. August was a good month to be born in. So my daughter one time she had looked up this thing about, and I do not do astrological signs, okay? But my family used to. When I was a kid, they came out of it as they learned, about it. But yeah, she was looking up stuff about like what each month means, as far as being born in August, being born in September, and who you're compatible with. That was it. And she got to the Leos, to the August babies, and it said that we're not compatible with anybody. I'm like, that's not true. I do not agree, and I take offense. She thought that was hysterical. She was 16. That one's nice, right? I'm liking this music. I mean, it's upside down on this part, but that's okay. I'm liking the music, though. It looks cool. So let's glue this one shut. Here. I think I'll go from this side. Just take it up from the corner. From the corner. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I had somebody I'm going to mention. Props to one of our friends on our channel, Monique. She gave us this tip. If you watched the video about the gel medium, or about the gelatos, she gave the suggestion of using gel medium, letting it dry, and then the gelato will go on better. Or also another alternative is to wet it down a little bit and it'll go on a little smoother. So if you're using it on a paper where it is not quite giving you that look you need, that's an alternative. So I thought I'd share that. Thank you for that tip, Monique. I'm gonna start writing down as I can, as much as I can remember to, when I read these tips and different ideas and stuff. I'm going to give you guys credit for what you have suggested and let everybody else know that you have, if that's okay with you guys. I won't be mentioning any any pertinent information, just one of our friends on the channel, and saying thank you in public to that person. So thank you, Monique, for that tip. I appreciate it very much. There were a couple other people before I figured out about writing these down who had also gave the tip, which I figured out after being asked the question, but on our eyeshadow video, which, my goodness, was very popular. Thank you so much for everybody who watched that video and gave it a thumbs up. That one, if you want to use a really cheap and easy sealant, hairspray works really good, okay? In case you didn't read the comments and see that on there or something. Yeah. So, and I also made a note of it in my notes for the video. I added it because after the fact I realized that was a good sealant. I gave it a try because I had like 3 people ask me the question, and I thought, well, gosh, I didn't even. And it's mostly for the fade factor, I think, because if you rub it down good enough, it's not going to rub off the paper as far as like getting on things, but over time it might fade. So that's a good one. So yeah, I really like this one. Okay, so let's see here. Can I see my clock? Of course I can't see my clock. Let me see. I'm gonna do something. Hold on, guys. I'm moving the phone just slightly. Okay, we've got time. We're good. Okay. I moved, you guys. Did you feel the earth move? There. Sorry. Sometimes my phone has the clock up where I can see it in the middle of the screen. Sometimes it's at the far end underneath my phone holder, and I can't see it. So cool. So here we go. Let's do. I've got some pretty paper over here. Which one do I want to do? These are. I was thinking I'd do one that would go inside of our book, or our journal, the pink journal we're working on. So I think I'll do this one. I like this one. We could probably do a cool background page like this. That would be pretty on the gel plate, or even with some watercolor. Yeah, that would be really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my trim right now. I think my favorite size for these is actually, I kind of think I like the 8.5 by, where's the one I did? Well, this one, the full 8.5 by 11, because it's not quite as tall. I like that size. So if you wanted to know, you know, which one I thought was the best, I think probably that. So because I'm going to try this, I'm going to trim a little bit off the top on this one too. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right. Now this is not has anything on it, so let's look to putting something here. What do we have? These fit? Not quite, I think. I'm just over here digging real quick in my little stack of papers I've got over to the side here. This dictionary page would fit. It's either using a page or using a distress. Let's distress this one. We'll distress it. And we're going to do it with mulberry because that is our main theme color in that particular journal. And it'll match nicely with this paper. So I'm just going to give it a little quick brush over. It doesn't have to be much to take away from that bright white, you know. It just gives you a nice blush. I love distressing in different colors. And I also don't mind that swirly, cloudy kind of look. I know some people don't like that. I really don't mind it at all. To me, it just kind of looks like it's, you know, dirty, vintage, you know, old. Maybe it got moist in the paper, you know, it didn't age the same in all the places, or, you know, something got spilled on it. Yeah, it's kind of got that look to it. So there we go. Now we've got a back that's not stark white anymore. And because this doesn't have really any design, I don't have to worry about how I fold it. I'm looking here, do I want it this way or do I want it this way? I think I'm going to do it this way. Let's see how it goes. Let's be adventurous and see how it goes. And we'll fold this one. Let's make our hinge. I hope you guys like these. I liked them. When I made it, I thought, yeah, I can use that in my journals. I have one I did yesterday that I think I'm going to do on a craft with me day because it's more detailed. It's a little more fiddly, but it's pretty cool once you're done. Look at this. Let's see. I made 2 prototypes yesterday. This one and this one. Oh no, this was done with cards. Never mind. I did make 2 prototypes, but I don't know where the other one is. Anyway, but this is, it's got the pocket, and then it's glued down on 3 sides, so technically it's 2 pockets here, okay? And then inside it's got 2 pockets, and then on top it's got 2 pockets, okay? And this was done with a lunch bag. That's how I made this. So I was thinking that might kind of be a fun, and it fits on your journal page. I measured it and sized it to make sure. So yeah, and then this one was done yesterday. I was playing around, and it's got a little pocket here, okay, on this end. And I'm not really sure where this is going, if it's going to have like a notepad inside or what, or if it's just going to be pockets on the bottom. Kind of a play on what I did before, but this was done with greeting cards, and then I just covered it with paper. Okay, so yeah, kind of fun. I love this paper. It's from Hobby Lobby. I think it looks so cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a video on that because I liked it. All right, so fold to the back. Okay, I did cut this a little uneven. Thank goodness that'll all be tucked in and we won't have to worry about it. Won't have to worry about it. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure you guys probably noticed, but yesterday, which was, what, Thursday, our channel hit, our family hit over 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 members to our little family. So I thought that was pretty cool. Thank you guys. I was telling my husband, it's very surreal. I did not, and especially I didn't expect to hit that number in like 5 weeks. I'm shocked by that. That is, to me, wow. I don't even know how to express how I feel about it. I really don't, other than thank you. Thank you, Lord. You know, He obviously wants us to be together and hang out and bless each other, you know, because His blessings on this channel. I can tell you that. I'm very, very grateful for each one of you who've subscribed and who come back and visit with me and hang out and give me somebody to talk to and somebody to laugh with while I do all these crazy ideas of mine. Okay, there's that one. That one looks nice. I like. Yep, I like it. And they can, the paper's light enough, they can go ahead and write on the back. Okay, so we're gonna glue our inside. So yeah, congratulations to us. We hit 1,000. Actually, as of today, we're over 1,100 now. Going on 1,200. So praise God. Let's see. Okay. Do the bottom. Oh, and I sewed our signatures into our journal, and it looks pretty cool. Like I mentioned, I think I mentioned in the other video, you guys will be better off not, at least not yet, seeing me sew until I can figure out a better setup for my camera where I can actually maneuver the journal. I think that's the biggest part, is I'm bumping the camera and I don't want to be doing that. And so I'm sitting and trying, you know, and I'm not ending up being under the camera and being able to look and see what I'm really working on. It's you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so this one's cool. I like this. I really like these. I think they're a good, what are we going to call them? Pockets. Well, they're hinged pockets, but I want to call them something with a journal space in there. Let's see. Here we go. Let's do this one. This is pretty. Look at that. I like that. I really like that pad I got a couple weeks ago at Hobby Lobby. The one I showed you guys originally. I don't remember right now what it's called, and it's on the other side of the room behind me, so I'm not gonna go get it. But oh wait, you know what? I need to trim this first. Sorry. I need to cut this down a little bit. And that is off. It's, of course it is. There we go. I'll leave this one a little bit taller. Right, now. This is going to be the last one because I want to try and decorate one with you guys so you can see it. Actually, I'm thinking I should probably stop because the timing, it was at like 38 minutes. I'll do that one off camera. Let's see which one. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, which isn't bad considering, you know, there's a lot of folding and cutting and trimming on these. I think I'll do this one. I really like this one or this one. Let's see, which one do we want? Let me look here at my, what I got over here. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of playing with my Tim Holtz stuff. Actually, that was the other one I showed you. I haven't finished it yet, but I started decorating it kind of in a Tim Holtz style with guys on the front, and it looked really cute. It's too big. I have some smaller ones of these. Let me see here. Oh, here they are. I accidentally tore my holder there, and I was thinking that we could use one of these and put it on as a little pocket on the front, and then decorate, you know, a couple things around it. I think I like this one. Let's just use that first one I grabbed. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and distress my edges. I'm going to put my lid back on this glue. I always do that, and I end up drying that top layer off, or up, drying it out. I love these little cards. I use these a lot as little journal cards, and I like back them onto cardstock or whatever to make them a little bit thicker. But they are cute. And they're so decorated already that it kind of like gives you a base to work with. So I'm gluing this on like a pocket on the front of this pocket, okay? So it's going to have 4 pockets on it. I told you, I love pockets. I don't think we can have enough places to hide fun things in our journals. You know, especially, I see these journals, you know, a lot of my journals are prayer journals, prayer junk journals. I know that sounds weird, but they are. And I see them as heirlooms. Do you guys feel that way about them? I think of them, and to me, it's what, you know, because someday this person's going to leave this journal behind, and whoever owns it, and it's gonna go to their kids or whatever the case may be. And I just think that it's kind of cool to, I don't know why that just stood out to me. I grabbed it to see what it would look like. But yeah, I just think of it as that. And so to me, putting a lot of places for them to store wonderful memories for their family to see someday, you know, that's where I come from with all those pockets. I'll be right back. I'm just going to run back here and get my people. I'm going to use the little people, the little Tim Holtz people. I've been playing a lot with this stuff lately, and I just really find it fun. She's cute. Look at her. Oh, they're cute. Little baby girls. Ma and Pa. Let's see. There's so many wonderful, wonderful combinations here. He looks pretty cool. I like him. Let's do him with his dog. with this dog spot. Yellow them both out a little bit. And let's see. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, where's my other stuff I have here? Little things that I can pick from. I'm trying to make sure I do this with speed. But also don't just throw it together, you know what I mean? But I want to make sure that I don't keep you guys forever. I hate the thought of doing that and wasting your time. I like that one. It's like a little, like for a multiplication table. Remember those cards, you guys? I remember them being like something like that. Let's see. That one said cotillion party. We don't want to put that on here. He's not going to go to a cotillion party, I can tell you. I just don't think he would. Let's see. I wanted to add a little color in, possibly. These are so neutrally that it's hard to really find something with color. This is all my stuff in here is pretty much Tim Holtz in these two envelopes. And oh, here's a cool card. Nah, that's Wildflowers of America. Let's see. I'm going to glue this guy down. Oopsie. Popped right on my hand. I don't think you guys are surprised at this point, right? You see me drop enough stuff now. It's not like you weren't warned. I mean, seriously. I put that out right away with people because they're going to see me do something clumsy. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. I like this little piece here. You know what, I have a few over here. Little, let's see. I have some stamps and I have some flowers. Look, guys, I found them. I told you. They're my corners that I wanted to use in my art journal. I found them. See, they have the heart and like the wing. Oh, it's funny. I knew I'd find them eventually. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness. Yep. That was my safe place. I know this is totally a bizarre little collage, but I think it's kind of cute. You guys already know, I've told you enough times, I am practicing my decorating quickly and efficiently in front of you guys, so, because I'm a dweller, I dwell, and I stare, and I'm like, okay, do I really want this piece, or do I really want that piece, you know, and so for me, to make quick decisions, quick snap decisions about my decorating is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. There's that one. And there we go. I'm going to sit him right there. And he'll be our little centerpiece on the front of our pocket. And then when I put this in a journal, it'll have a little card that goes, there we go. I always get some glue on the front of these. I don't mean to. There we go. Now, I do want to add a little splash of gold. You got to give him some, some flair. This is my bling. This is my bling. I love the gold. You guys do too, right? I'm not alone. I know I'm not. This is the great stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter where you get it because you can wipe it off, It's so cool. And then it just looks like it was, just kind of thrown across the page. Like somebody just splashed the page with some gold. And I love that. I like to take it across the corners and then just rub it. And I do wet it down sometimes, these Brian sticks, or the quick sticks, and mine are quick sticks. I do wet them down sometimes and make it flow a little more, but I've been noticing lately that I kind of like the way it just rubs on stuff. And, it just gives it that old feel, like it's kind of burnished with the gold, and it's not really, it's kind of haphazard in its way, and I enjoy it. So yeah, so there's our piece, and this is our Mass Monday, and I hope you enjoyed it and that you like these pockets and you'll use them in your journals. And I will see you tomorrow for the haul of my birthday presents. Yay! Okay, thank you so much for sticking with me, you guys. Love ya. Bye. God bless.